About to start the second day, so day two, at least in the weight room. I was actually able to get onto the track earlier. We had a day that was kind of warm. It was a little bit wet from some rain overnight, but still it was good or fairly good conditions for sprinting. So the good thing with it too, I was able to get some video. I'll include that on this, but it allows me a chance to kind of look at things and assess what might need to be done. Definitely, since I haven't been able to run very much, it did not feel very coordinated, especially the start. And looking at the video, the shin angles are wrong. So I mean, what I felt, especially once I got tired, is exactly what I see on the video. And so that's something I'll work on. But I can do some things hopefully to address that kind of in the weight room. And then some other things with it, like the mini hurdles. From the front, I got to do a better job of being on the line. It still looks like my feet are hitting apart and kind of on the side they should, but I can do better making sure I run down the line and the foot's on each side. But from the front, it didn't look too bad to me. From the side, I definitely still extend out the back a little bit rather than more in that front side. So I'll address some things in the weight room for that. I've been watching a lot of Chris Korfist stuff, so kind of make sure I work on some of the psoas and feet, and then it's gonna start day two or the second training cycle with Triphasic, and that's going to be a isometric emphasis. So I'll do the single leg safety squat bar and hold it down in the bottom position before coming up. So last training cycle, the emphasis was on the eccentric. This time it'll be on the isometric, and then the next cycle will be more concentric and kind of moving into more speed-based stuff that Cal, Chris Korfist, Franz Bosch, different people like that do. So if you want some more breakdown on like the mini hurdles, etc., like I said, Chris Korfist has a lot of good stuff. Franz Bosch has a lot of good stuff. Altus has good stuff with Stu McMillan, Dan Paff. There's a lot of good people that know a whole lot more about it than I do too. So go get information from them. But I'm gonna warm up on the weights, and then I'll film those exercises for you too. So normally I probably would have done more in the weight room, since I wouldn't have normally been able to get onto the track. But since I did 3 things there, I'm just gonna do 2 or 3 things here in the weight room. On the days where I can't get out onto the track, then I'll add a couple other things here to help out with those issues that I saw today. So here we go. All right, this next one is one I got from Chris Korfist. It's kind of getting like an ISO position like it would be at the start, like coming out of the blocks. I haven't done it before, so I'm not sure kind of what weight I need, but we'll try this. The belt squat should let me kind of sit back into it and do that ISO, and then I can kind of hold on here. And so just want to kind of sit back, kind of in a chair position, and then up on one leg. All right, it's pretty hard with just like 90 pounds with one leg. All right, so I'll keep trying that, maybe try to hold that a little bit longer, but we'll move on to the next one. All right, this next one is gonna go old school, think back to Pee Wee football and different things. We have to do the little leg raise. Just trying to work on psoas muscle. It's pretty important in sprinting. So I'm gonna just use push my hands against the wall. That's just to help kind of brace things, and then just do a leg lift. Probably gonna just do an ISO and hold it up there. So maybe like 6, 12, 18 inches. it's kind of weird and hard to explain. You're doing a leg lift, but where I feel it is actually kind of in my back. Not in a bad way, but I mean, that's what is working, muscle working, which is what we want. All right, feels pretty good. All right, I'm trying something. I think I saw Korfist do something similar, but I'm gonna try doing like the spring ankle from before, but do it in the start position. And then the next lower body day, I'll do it with that knee bent here, because that seems to be the bigger issue, not with my leg straight. So I'm kind of getting in a position where I can push with my arms against the wall, but kind of mimicking that coming out of the start block. So it'd be a little tricky, I guess. I've got a stopwatch so I can actually time it. So I want to get low, like my shin would be, kind of be out there. All right, that's fairly hard. Let's do the other side. All right, so just trying to kind of build some strength in that position, and we'll see if it transfers over. That's it for today. I actually ended up doing 4 exercises instead of 2 or 3 that I kind of thought I would at the start, but it addressed things that I needed and they felt good. I did a little bit better the second time through on the belt squat, so kind of getting that start position coming up. It was interesting. I did notice it was a whole lot harder doing that with my left foot than it was with my right. And my left ankle was the one that seemed to be caving in a whole lot more on the start too. So that kind of shows that from the weight to the track, there is a correlation there. So hopefully as it gets better in here, it'll get better out there. If the weather cooperates, I can kind of see, but it might be a while. So just have to go from there. Also with the psoas lift, the leg lift, I did rotate my foot out just a little bit because that's supposed to be a little bit harder, and it was. So I'll probably stay there for a little bit and then maybe start adding some weight to that to make it a little bit harder, and then moving on to some other things that progress to make it harder as well. I think that's one thing to keep in mind with some of the drills. If you're able to do the drill perfectly, then you're really not learning anything from it. It's not really helping you out. You're just doing the drill to do the drill. If you can't do any part of the drill correctly, though, then it's kind of too hard and you're not getting any benefit from it because it's just too advanced. You want to try to find the sweet spot where you're able to do part of it right, but not every single thing right, or you can do it right, 7, 8 times, but not, that 9th and 10th time. So just, try to keep that in mind. Don't think of it as a failure if you can't do the drill. That's just giving you a chance to learn. And so that's kind of what a lot of this is about. My body got into some positions it hadn't been in for a while. So my brain, my body, it's got to learn how to be in those things again and go from there. We see it all the time in climbing. It's different positions all the time. They're never exactly the same. And, a lot of input comes in to change that too, and what works and what doesn't. So just keep that in mind. If you can't do something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're failing. It's just giving you a chance to learn something. And so that's what a lot of this is. I just want to learn that position. That's why I did that one against the wall. So trying to just learn that position, get my body comfortable in it, and then let's see if it transfers over to the track. But that's enough yapping for today. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe. I don't say that often, but I guess every now and then I should. Maybe it'll help get this information out. But anyway, hopefully it's a little bit entertaining. Try to make some jokes, make fun of myself here and there too. But anyway, bye guys.